channel. Getting out here and getting ready to head out fishing again. I'm back on the water finally. It's February. Took me a little longer to get everything that I needed to get done, taken care of, but hoping to be on the water next couple of days. I want to go over through some safety items that I carry on this boat, that one I carry or is required by the Coast Guard. But before I do that, I want to thank all the subscribers and new members that are watching my videos. I appreciate it. And ISE show is over finally. I'd like to thank all my subscribers who stopped by, said hi, and that you watched the videos. And I was lucky enough to sell one of my subscribers a boat of the ISE show. So if you're watching this, I promise you a halibut trip. So I gave you my number, so get a hold of me, let's plan something. If not, go ahead and message me through here or through my Facebook. If you guys would, go to Facebook under the same name, Ken's Fishing Adventures, like it. That supports this channel, and I post all my videos on that and updates. And wait to the end of the video. I'm going to be doing a giveaway the next month or so there'll be information on that. So let's get to the safety stuff. The safety stuff I carry on my boat, obviously fire extinguisher. I do carry two of them. One is a marine style fire extinguisher, the other one is just a normal fire extinguisher. So I do carry two, and every time somebody's on my boat, I let them know where it's at, so everybody's aware of it, because if I'm unable to get to it, at least everybody else knows the location of it. I carry a couple style of life jackets. I carry the typical life jacket vest. I have 4 of those. On each one, I do put a whistle on each one of them. If you decide to do the whistle, do the plastic whistle with a plastic ball. Do not get the wood ball. Problem with wood is obviously in water it swells and it doesn't work. I have this on a heavy vest just in case somebody goes overboard. They can blow the whistle till I locate them. It's at night, and it's also just a safety feature. I carry automatic PFDs. I have 2 of them. I should wear these a lot more than what I do. That's why I bought them. But the problem is I'm only wearing them at night. I need to really concentrate on wearing them during the day also. They're light, they're easy, and they're nice to have. But one thing you have to know when you go and buy these, this one here is the A34. I went with these for a reason. A21s, A24s. If you read the instructions, it says it might flip you over if you get in the water. Obviously, if you're conscious when you're going overboard, not an issue. But if you're unconscious and it does not flip you over, unfortunately, you're going to be face down, unconscious, and you will drown. So I know the A24s you get them pretty cheap. Really think about it. If you're an average person or bigger like me, go with the bigger one. Yes, it's more money, but it will save your life and won't kill you. So again, read the instructions. A21, A24, it says in the paperwork that it might flip you over. You don't want might in something like this. Get the bigger one, get an A28 or higher. Like I said, I think this is an A32, A34. So this says it will flip you over. Another thing, if these are the only life jackets you have on board, Coast Guard requires you to wear these all the time. The other life jackets, your vest, you need them to be readily available. These you are required to wear at all times. What I do, I have 2 of these and 4 of the vest. If I have 4 people in my boat, I can rely on my vest saying that they're readily available. If I have more than 4 people, another person has to wear these auto flaters at all times to be considered a life jacket. Life vest, life jacket. So do your research. They're great, they're light, they stay out of the way, but like I said, important, check your weight, read the instructions. Also on your personal flotation devices, the CO2 cartridges do have an expiration date. I think they're good for every 2 years. Every 5 years I think it is, but I change mine every 2. So definitely keep those updated, and if you haven't changed them in a while, you definitely want to change them because they do go bad after a while. The blasting cap, basically, that makes it inflate, goes bad after a while, so definitely change those every couple years. Also carry a flare gun, which is required by Coast Guard. It is a flare gun, but basically the charges on these. If you fish at night, you're required to have nighttime flares. I did not know this. I didn't think there was a difference. There is. The daytime and nighttime flares. I have both in here, and these flares do have expiration date. So check, I think it's every 2 years. So make sure you're within expiration. I don't think they go bad, but Coast Guard makes you update them. So what I do, I just basically update them, just keep a stock of them. These are the, if I'm not mistaken, these are the nighttime ones, the gray ones, the red ones are daytime. So just make sure you got your flare guns handy. And once again, everybody on my boat knows where this is at. First aid kit. I always carry a first aid kit on the boat. I try to get one a little bit better than the basic one. I do want to get like a first responders bag. It's a little more complex for emergencies. For the most part, this bag here, we do everything we need to do here. You know, removing hooks, cuts, stuff like that. This would do everything it needs to do, but I do want to get a better one and basically get a first responders bag. Very important on your boat. Jumper cable is a jump box. I do a jump box. Also cell phone charger, anything else. I have 4 batteries on my boat. I'm never going to have an issue with the dead battery. I got 3 other batteries to fall back on. If I have to switch batteries from my trolling motor to the back, I can if it needs to be done. This is more of somebody next to has a dead battery on a boat. Better than trying to reach over and run 20 feet jumper cables. I can just toss this to them, have them jump it, and have them toss it back to me. This has about a 3-4 month shelf life. About every 4 months I go ahead and charge it up, and it's up to 10 starts. I've never had an issue. I've used it many times for other people. That's pretty much the same. Oh, can't forget this. Coast Guard also requires you to have a throwaway. Basically, if you see somebody overboard or you have somebody overboard, you can throw this, but this has to be really available. I had this underneath my door storage, my underfloor storage, and when I got boarded, checked by Coast Guard, they said no, that's unacceptable. It has to be up easily available. So I just have it sitting underneath my one of my storage boxes in my boat. So make sure you have that. That is a Coast Guard requirement. A couple of add-ons I have is I had a buddy who donated to the channel a Session 5, which I'm going to put on a hat. I was going to have it on a clip mount. It's a little heavy, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to drill through it and put a bolt on it to give you guys a different angle of camera angle to get more action instead of just a standard mount. So that's pretty much all my safety stuff that I carry. On the boat, I do have my VHF. It is a GPS unit. I just got my MMSI number assigned to me and the boat, and basically what that is most of your VHFs nowadays have a distress button. And what the MMSI number does, once you hit that distress button, anybody who's on that will send SOS out, and it will send my GPS coordinates to Coast Guard and information about my boat and me and contact numbers. And also what's nice about it is you could make private calls to buddies out in the water and nobody else could hear you. It'd just be, or you could do a group where like 3 of you guys are there. You could basically do a group call where only 3 of you guys could hear what's going on and talk. Nobody else is allowed in that group or to hear that group unless you invite them. The suspension seats are in. I'll have a video off the session showing that by when this is over. Also, what I've done is the last month and a half, I went through all my tackle for the year, see what needs to be replaced, restocked. All my tackle was ordered. I need to go up and get some sturgeon bait from my bait sponsor, Blue Red Worm. He's the largest California bait supplier and the best bait you get in California. So like I said, welcome back to the channel. Sorry it took me about a month and a half to get back, but I'm ready. I'll be hitting the water. Today is Monday. I'm planning on doing a sturgeon trip this Friday, and I'll get that posted as soon as I can. So once again, thanks again. Please subscribe, like, comment, and please share, and tight lines. I got a new Blackstone 17-inch grill for the boat for cooking on the water. I went ahead and went with the Blackstone instead of a barbecue grill because I could do more options: breakfast burritos, Philly cheesesteak, tacos. So that's a new addition to the boat. It'll be stored on the boat, and where it's at now is pretty much where I think I'm gonna cook it. It's got to drain everything, so I'm looking forward to that. That is my bait tank for halibut season, and I'm modifying, getting it ready. If nobody known before, that is my GoPro 4 up there. That's where it's securely mounted. The suspension seats are finally done. What's nice is the spacers are also a slide and swivel, so I'm looking forward to that. The driver's side is at 300, the passenger side is at 250. So I'm going to see which one's the best and adjust as I go when I get in the bay. Obviously, you know, the VHF got moved up to a more friendly use location where I can use it. And that's pretty much all the mods that I've done. I'm doing a giveaway. What I'm thinking, I just got to figure out how I'm going to do it, is halibut's getting ready to kick off, and I got 3 spots. So I'm thinking about doing a giveaway to 3 spots on my boat. Hopefully, if I can swing it, it'll be all expenses paid. I'll cover everything. If not, it might be a small cost to each person. I'll supply our gear, tackle, and bait. Only thing I won't provide is drinks and your lunch. I want to cook, but the problem is the bait gets a little rough and it's hard to cook. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do it. I was thinking about getting anybody who, I'll put a post on my Facebook page, so definitely go and like Ken's Fishing Adventures on Facebook, and for each person who posts in it on this thread will get a number. And I'm thinking if you get anybody to subscribe to my channel, you get a bonus number entry, and do it that way. And I'll do a random draw to the top 3. Well, it'll be a random draw for 3 spots. So that's the plan. And like again, sorry it took so long to get back on the water, but I'm back and let's get it. Tight lines, and see you next time.